Hey guys, I hope you're all doing fabulous, and I'm here to bring you another weekly makeup basket, and I'm super excited about this week's basket. I don't know, there's something about it that just is giving me some extra inspiration. So we'll just jump in. I have two nail products. These are not nail polishes, but they are the nail like decals. So the Sally Hansen Salon Effects real nail polish strips, and they've got really cute designs on there. I have many of these in my collection, and I don't seem to use them a lot because they are one of those like special things that I want to use for special occasions, but I need to use them because I want to make sure that they're not like dry underneath the decals. Sometimes that happens as they do dry out. But this one is the, what kind of look is this? This is the kaleidoscope, and how I do this to get like more bang out of my buck is that typically, I'll open the other one because I think there's two of them in there, but typically they come with two of these packets, which technically you're supposed to use for your one manicure. But what I do is I just take one of them, and these are fairly long unless you have super long nails, which right now I do have fairly long nails, but I still can get away with it. What I do is I just cut these in half, and so I get two manicures out of one box. So I am able to do it. It still looks the same. I'm not wasting a lot, and I get two for the price of one. So that's what I do out of those type of manicure sets. So the first one, okay, was the kaleidoscope, which is kind of like almost like a camo, but with a lot of fun colors. So this one's really fun. I've already used one of the packs in that. And then the second one is Girl Flower, which is a beautiful kind of springtime flower design. So I'm going to use those this week or over the next couple weeks. A product I recently got because I ran out of my other eye cream was the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy, and this is in Fair Medium. So it's an eye cream that's supposed to brighten, depuff, smooth, safe for sensitive skin. It has a cool like metal tip on there, so it's really cooling when you put the product on there, and it does have a little bit of pigmentation. It's almost kind of like a nice peach color to help cancel out any discoloration, and so I've been putting this on every morning. I'm excited to see after a few weeks of using this if there's any nice differences to my under eye area. And then the primer that I want to pull out, this is something I want to use up in the next couple weeks, is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This is a pore refiner primer, so haven't used it yet. This is like a nice deluxe sample, so gonna see how I like that product, and then I'll tell you guys about it in one of my monthly empties when I finish it up. And then I wasn't able to use the NARS eyelid primer because I've been really paying attention to the BareMinerals one, and I haven't used that up yet. Even though it's a tiny little container, it has a lot of product in there. So this is what I'm going to be using for the next couple weeks. A lip conditioner that I will be putting on as like a prep when I'm doing kind of my primers and stuff is the Lano Lips Banana Balm. This is 3-in-1 lip conditioner, lip protectant, and lip luster. So it does smell like banana. It's really yummy. It has a really yummy scent to it, and it's a great lip balm. I don't think you can find these in the US. I know this is like a European product. They were going to bring it into Sephora. My sister-in-law got a sample from one of her friends who worked at Sephora. I've bought a few online, so you can get them, but I don't think you can actually get them in like a store here. If you know any different, please let me know because I think they're a great lip product. Now to some eyeshadows. So in addition to my Pan That Palette products, I'm going to pull out one of my do-it-yourself MAC palette, and these are the MAC shadows that I will be using. So this is my only like do-it-yourself MAC palette that I've ever done, and then I do have a couple of the pre-made MAC palettes that I really, really love, and this is in like the old school packaging. But there's a lot of really great staple eyeshadows in here that I think will be really fun to coordinate with my Pan That Palette shadows. So I'm going to bring this in to help give those shadows an extra pop. I have Cali and St. Bernard. These are the Buxom like cream color pots, and so this one's a nice just kind of tanny neutral, and then this is a gorgeous teal color that I think would be really pretty with one of those MAC shadows. So pulling these in, I've gotten really spoiled since I've had so many cream products in my Pan That palettes, or not my Pan That palettes, my project pans, that they do just give those shadows such an extra punch of color, and so now I have like this whole need to have a cream shadow underneath at least my lid color. So really been loving my cream products, which is great because I have so many that I need to kind of use up over the next year or 2 or 3. It's gonna take a long time. And then I'm almost out of my Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner, and so I have one in my collection that I've had for a while. It's the Avon Black. It's a regular pencil liner, but it actually is a really good liner. It's really good in the waterline. It's pretty good if you want to like smudge it out. It has kind of like a few minutes there before it super dries down where you can kind of play around with it and smoke it out. And then also this liner, this is a double liner by Sigma. Does it have a color? Yeah, Earth Goddess is the brown side, and then Daydream is the beautiful turquoise. So haven't used this one in a really long time. It came in the Resort palette by Sigma, so want to bring this in. I think this teal would be so pretty smoked out underneath the lash line. I think that would be gorgeous. A brow product that I would like to try to use up here fairly soon, just because I have quite a few, but there is a lot of product left and you only need a tiny bit for at least how I do my brows. This is the It Cosmetics Brow Power in, what is it? Universal Taupe. I really love it. I actually used it today. How I use it for my brows is I use my like pomade, so right now it's like the Tarte Amazonian Clay Brow Mousse in Taupe, and I concentrate on that on like the bottom and like kind of sculpting my brows on like this side out, and then I have hardly any brows at the top, so that's where I use a pencil to kind of fill that in, and I think it just looks a little bit more natural than like a harsh pomade throughout the whole thing. So I use brow pencils to really help fill in that top area and kind of carve the look I want. So I only need a tiny bit of product, but I want to concentrate on using this one and seeing if I can get another brow product out of my collection here sooner than later. Then some blushes. I have the Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Blush Palette in Hot Spice. So I thought this would be fun. I think I've had it in a makeup basket before, if I remember correctly, but I had looked at some of the highlighters and I was like, I think I want to pull out some of those blushes too. So there's a bunch of different colors that I can use, great array of different colors, and then some really pretty highlighters too. So pulled this out for blushes, and then for highlighters I pulled out all 3 of my baked highlighters from Makeup Revolution too. The first one is in Peach Lights, which I actually have on today, and I just think it gives a beautiful, very subtle glow. There's not too much glitter in there. It's just like a great shine. I really like it. So this is the Peach Lights. This one is Radiant Lights. And then this one is a little yellow. It's the Golden Lights, but these are hard to open though. That's one con, is the packaging is kind of hard to open. But it still is doable. So I think that this will be a really fun kind of couple weeks of highlighting with these. Last but not least, I've got a few lip products. So I got inspired to pull out my Milani Amore Matte Lip Creams. I think it was on Instagram where I've seen a few people posting some fun new colors of these. So I'm hoping that they've created them to be permanent. Let me know if you guys know. But these were originally limited edition. They were super hard to find. I only was able to get my hands on, I think it was 3 colors, or do I have another color somewhere? I think it might have been 4 colors. But I had a really hard time finding them. They sold out like crazy online, and then, you know, it's always a fun hunt when you're trying to find them in different stores and stuff. But it seems that they've extended the collection a little bit, and there's quite a few more like bright, fun like fuchsia colors and some more like nudes that I would really like to get my hands on eventually, especially if they are not limited edition, so then I can, you know, wait till I have a little bit more freedom in my spending, since I am trying to be good with not buying a ton of makeup while I'm doing all these project pans. But so I pulled these out and I've been using them, and I really do like them. I think they are one of my favorites of the liquid lipstick phase that everyone is loving right now, because they are comfortable. I'm wearing one right now. They're comfortable. They do get like that dry kind of yucky discoloration and wear off time, but it is after a few hours. So to me, it's not something that I can wear and then just never look at it. It's something that I do need to touch up in some sort of way after a few hours, or at least just wipe it off completely and start over again. But so I wanted to pull these out. I have the color Lust, which is a really beautiful rosy neutral, and then I have Adore, which is what I have on today, but there is a lip liner underneath it, and it's just a beautiful nude. Doesn't wash me out too, which is nice. And then Crush, which is a kind of reddish brown color. And then I have two lip liners that I'd like to use underneath. I prefer using a lip liner underneath these. I feel like it creates a little bit of a barrier there, so it takes a little bit longer for it to get kind of like that, you know, wear and tear that matte lipsticks do. So the color that I have underneath the one right now is the Essence in the Nude, which is a beautiful shade just by itself, but I think it does pair really well with that neutral. And then, what is this one? This is the Mauve Luxe by e.l.f. So I just picked two of them randomly. I think both of those will go really well with both of those liquid lipsticks. And then I have another liquid lipstick by ColourPop, and this is, it's kind of like separated a little bit, the color. But this is the color Koala, which is a super vibrant, like violet-y pink shade. Really, really pretty, not super flattering for your teeth. It's one of those ones that kind of makes your teeth a little bit yellow, but it is a really fun color, so I wanted to pull it out. I don't like the Ultra Matte lips as much with ColourPop. They are obviously super affordable, but I think that these wear down and get really, really dry way quicker than these ones. Those are all the products that I'm going to be using over the next couple weeks in this makeup basket. I hope you guys are doing fantastic, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye!